What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Sports and Superhero. This is our podcast. Sorry, had a hiccup. This is our podcast where we talk about sports and superhero entertainment news of the past week and give our opinions on it. I'm one of your hosts, Sammy. I do the superhero version, and this is your other host, Marcus. He does the sports. Say what's up to the people, Marcus.
What's up, people? How y'all doing out there?
As you can see, Marcus is tired. So we're gonna try to not rush through this, but get through this in a time and manner so my boy can go back to sleep.
Yes, I
I
was asleep.
have to do some shooting for some other stuff after this, so I'll be up. I'm a night owl, so it is what it is. But yeah, so like I said, this is a podcast where we talk about sports and entertainment, superhero entertainment news, give our opinions on the two things we love, and we talk about two friends talking about that, and you here to enjoy it, which we appreciate you being here. If you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Go ahead and hit those follows if you're on any other social media platform like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that good stuff. We even on X, or they only called it Twitter back in the day. We're all on that. If you don't know where it is, it's on the description down below. You can find us there. We also have a voice message where you can leave like a 1 minute voice message. I did check it, no voice messages. So go ahead and leave yours. You go to the top of the list and you will be played on the podcast. You can ask a question or you can give us a statement. As long as it's not no weird stuff, we'll probably answer it.
Hey,
What's that,
hey,
Marcus?
hold on. Should I be like, because I saw this last week. Should I be like Trump? Because Trump last week called C-SPAN and used his fake name, John,
Did
I think it's
he?
John Barron. Yeah, this is John Barron. I just start talking regular, like his normal self. I'm like, so what are we doing?
I
Should I
didn't know
do
he
that
did
with my, oh,
that.
yeah, yeah. And he started talking normally. I was like, you didn't even disguise your voice. But even if he did, he said all the normal stuff that he
Yeah,
would normally say. It was
all his
ridiculous that
Trumpisms.
I'm sitting president. So I
Yeah,
was going
that
somewhere with
is.
that. I was gonna say, should I? Where I was going with that was, should I call out voicemail and pretend to be somebody else, but then just say talk in my normal voice?
Didn't a
It's
boxer do that too? A female boxer do something like that?
hmm,
I think she called in a show that was talking about her and acted like
mhm.
it wasn't her. Um, and then like it slowly came out that it was her, but she was trying to talk
That's
in
what.
third person. It was weird.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
weird. But yeah, we're not gonna do that because we are not that orange guy, so we're not gonna do that. But
Yeah.
you can give us a question or a statement. As long as it's ain't weird, we'll probably answer it. But yeah, that's how that goes. All our social media and stuff. The intro to the podcast. I think that's the first time I ever said that. Anyway, we're going to jump into one topic right away. This is a combined topic that we decided we need to talk about immediately. The BAFTA Awards happened a few days ago, and there was a big uproar at a situation that happened. Um, hmm. So I'm gonna lay it out for you. At the BAFTA Awards, Michael B. Jordan and I just blanked on his name. What is his name? Dar-
Delroy.
Delroy
Right.
Lindo were presenting the first award of the night. Mind you, this is the start of the show, and in the process of them announcing or saying the category, someone yelled out N word hard R. We're not gonna say it here because censorship in the internet. YouTube doesn't like it. But yeah, hard R. It was wild. And you could see they were visibly upset when they heard it, but they continued on because they're professionals. And what we found out who said it, why it was said, and the kind of fallout of things that happened afterwards. So at the BAFTA Awards, which is a UK show, I believe, the person that said it was John Davis. I believe that. Yeah, that's not his name. That's his name, right? Or make sure I said his name right. Hold on, let me double check.
I didn't know it
Yeah,
was at the beginning. I thought it was. I didn't think it was at the beginning.
Yeah, they
I'm
literally said we're here to present the first award of the night.
okay. All right.
So I assume it was at the beginning. When you say that, I assume it. Let's say because it wasn't a live show either. So
No. Yeah, I know. See that I'm gonna let you finish before I.
you'll get to that too.
Yeah.
So John Davis was the person that yelled it out. John Davis was there because he has a film about his life. John Davis has Tourette's and he's a Tourette's advocate. He has done a lot of work for Tourette's, trying to get people to understand what Tourette's is, that it is a disability, that it is a mental disability, and sometimes physical disability. It's kind of twined in two. Um, I know about Tourette's. I don't know a great deal, but I know clearly a lot more than some Americans do. I guess in the UK, they know a lot more about Tourette's. And one reason I know about Tourette's is because I watched some UK shows that like featured Tourette's, and it was specifically talking about Tourette's. I'm saying Tourette's a lot. It's gonna come up. Um, so he was there because his film that they did a story of his life was actually being nominated. It was up for awards. So the weird thing is we got a lot of information later on after the whole scandal happened and the internet heard about the situation after the BAFTA Awards presented their show on the YouTube after it had a 2-hour delay. So it wasn't live stream, so they were able to cut stuff if they needed to. Um, Funny thing is, the Sinners cast, Warner Brothers, who has the Sinners, actually contacted BAFTA and asked them to make sure they take that out when it actually gets uploaded. So they had the situation happen at the awards. The WB called Warner Brothers called the BAFTA. It was like, hey, make sure you take that out. Don't televise that. And they was like, yeah, okay. And they still televised it. Don't know why. They could have easily cut because there was a decent little space between for them to cut. Marcus, you got anything to say? I feel like I was talking a lot. So you got anything to add?
No, no. I heard. I read the same thing that Warner Brothers reached out, asked them to cut that out, don't air that part, and they still aired it. And I also read that there was a tape delay.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I also saw something else, but I want to let you finish because I don't want to quote unquote step on your toes. Because I
Okay.
also saw something else, but I'm gonna let you finish because you
Okay.
might get to that next.
Okay. So it was also reported that the BAFTA Awards let everyone know that John was there and that he had Tourette's and that he would be ticking the whole time, where he would either shout out words, shout out noises, or say cuss words and violent stuff sometimes, but not violent physically, but just violent words and cuss words and stuff like that. So the audience was known. I don't know if the presenters knew as well, but it was said that the audience, people have come out that were in the audience said, yeah, we knew about the situation and that he was ticking all night. It was going on, and everybody treated it as such. The big uproar on the internet is that everybody's calling him racist and this is terrible. This is what is in his heart. What I heard one phrase, a disability doesn't trump you being racist, or don't use your disability to hide your racism. So what I know of Tourette's, it's involuntary, and it's not always how you feel inside, especially when it's a verbal tick. There are many different, I won't say forms, but elements of Tourette's that not everybody shares. Some people have verbal tics, some people have physical tics, some people just have weird body tics. I don't mean to say weird, but have different kind of body tics that they go through. Some people mimic stuff. It's a wide range of things that could happen to that person that is involuntary. like it hurts them to not do it sometimes. So it's not like they want to do it or choose to do it. It is a motor function or a mental thing that makes them do it out of their control, which is one of the things that John Davis has been trying to promote and let people know about. Because like most things, the lack of understanding it makes you fear it. So he was trying to get that out and let people know what it is and why it's a disease and what is wrong with it and what the disability is and how to interact with people with it. Just like people with a stutter. Like I have a friend that has a stutter. I actually have two friends that have a stutter. I'm not trying to brag about my stuttering friends. That came off weird. But like I talked to him. I was like, hey, when I see you stuttering and I can tell what words you're trying to say, do you want me to just say the word or do you want me to wait for you to say the word? And he was like, just say the word. I'm good with it. Like you don't he's like, you don't make it an issue, but I'm glad you asked me about it instead of just assuming. You asked me and talked about it, get verification of stuff. That's part of being understanding. Unfortunately, the way BAFA handled this, they had Alan Cumming was the presenter, and right after that first audible N-word on stage to Michael B. Jordan and what's his name again? Dang it.
Leroy.
Leroy.
No, actually, it's not
It's not
Leroy.
Leroy. It's
Not Leroy. Delroy.
Delroy Lindo. Oh, I don't say his name enough. That's why it's hard to remember it. I don't say it enough. Amazing actor. But right after they had that incident with them, Alan Cumming came on stage and apologized to the crowd for the violent word or the N word that they heard, and that it's John Davis with Tourette's, and we let you know about this. But he never really apologized to Michael B. Jordan and to Delroy, which even BAFA didn't apologize to them personally or even openly. They didn't apologize to him. They apologized to other people who might have been offended by it, but they didn't apologize it to him. Side note, John also said the N-word to another cast member or either a cast member or executive producer that was on For Sinners, who's also a black woman. And there was no real apology to her. They apologized to everybody else, but didn't apologize to her or to them, which I think would have been a better way of going about it. First of all, you should have bleeped the word out because apparently they could bleep other stuff out because they bleeped other stuff John had yelled out during the telecast, but they also bleeped out a speech one winner won that talked about free. Oh, probably
Yeah.
can't say that on there. So now I have to let me mark that. So tell me what you think about the situation. I believe BAFTA really stumbled on this. The way they handled it, the way they went about it. I can't really blame John to that kind of extent because he was there because of a movie he was a part of and is about his life. I wish he would have did a better job of not trying to hold that in, but to at least talk to those people after, like talk to Michael B. Jordan, Delroy, and actually apologize to them and not do this overarching apology to everybody. I do think this is, and this happened on Black History Month and a night that a history was made at the BAFA because what's his name? What's the director of Sinners?
Jordan, not Jordan. God, Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler was the first black man to win a screenplay award at the BAFTAs. So he made history that night, but it was being overshadowed by this incident that happened, which I think could have been better handled and probably a better way of going about it before that incident. I don't want to say John shouldn't have came at all because I don't want people with Tourette's that feel like they need to be put into a dark room and left alone because that's not how we should handle that at all. It's a disability. It should be educated on instead of suppressed and hidden. But I think the way it was handled afterwards was the bigger issue in it, not the actual incident. Trust me, I understand the N-word has immense power. As much people say that it's just a word, that word holds so much more weight than people realize at times, even that I realize at times. So there's a history and a deep-seated hateful history with it. So I don't want to say like it was okay for it to be said. Never saying that. But I think the situation of it could have been handled differently and could have been gone about differently. And I think it really fumbled how they dealt with the aftermath of this, from the BAFTA Awards to John himself. And it sucks that as Black people, we have to find grace for everybody else, and everybody else never really finds grace for us at times. Like, we always supposed to turn the other cheek and let people grow in something, and we never get that benefit of the doubt half the time to be able to grow from something, and that's really upsetting in itself. But Marcus, what are your thoughts?
No, I'm not jacking it. I respect your take, but no, I'm not with it. Because one, I have issues with a number of things and people. BBC, like you said, they edited out another award winner speech, right? So that lets me know you could have edited that part out when he said that word.
You
For
definitely
one, and Warner Bros. Reached out and asked you to do it. So I got a problem with them for that. The other problem I got I don't know that much about Tourette's. I just know it's a tick and you say things. I'm a firm believer that if he said that word, he's not going to pass for me because I feel like that's in your heart, that's in your mind. You used that word before because I'll try to give it dang, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But anyway,
example?
like example. I would think another word, but anyway, example. Like people with dementia, they're forgetful. They don't know where they're at. Sometimes they have moments when they're clear as day. They could be confused and demented, don't know where they're at. But you know what they do remember sometimes? What they do remember? They remember they're racist and they don't like black people, and they call you the whatever word they want to call you. So at my mind, when people say random stuff like that, whether it's anger or just randomly, you have that on in your conscious. It's there because I don't think if that's not in your conscience, you're not going to say that. Because I also heard/read that during the show he yelled out "boring" or "shut the f up." But when they got on stage, oh, now that word comes out. It seems a little convenient, and they're like, I'll just blame it on my. I mean, I'll just blame it on Tourette's. That'll give me a pass, and you get away with it. And it's like these two professional people, they hear it, and then, like you just said, we gotta turn the other cheek. We gotta take the high road. We gotta be professional. And then for you to not apologize to them directly, you want to apologize to everybody else, but you don't want to apologize to the two people who's on that stage. I have a problem with that. If you were to apologize to those two, then I would not be. My stance wouldn't be so strong. But when you give like a broad, lame ass apology, oh, I want to apologize to whoever might have been hurt by this, felt some type of. No, you apologize to the two people on that stage and say, I apologize to them and the black community for saying that word. Like you can go in about Tourette's if you want to and explain a little bit more to the public. Know what it's about because a lot of the public, I would assume, doesn't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the very least, apologize to those two men that was on stage. and don't bring this lame as apology. And the network BBC, they out of pocket too.
Yeah, I agree. Could have did a better job of apologizing to those two men and to that woman. BBC definitely was wrong for not taking that out. Um, very much so.
I'm
Apparently,
saying,
a lot of people in the UK is like um, on his side. Uh,
I'm not
um,
surprised.
and I'm not surprised in a bad way because they know more than we do about this, about Tourette's in itself. I don't know how many like people it has have this disease. Like, what's the number count in our state or in our country compared to their country? But I did see I did see clips of that his movie on TikTok before this even happened. I had seen clips of it and I was like, "Oh, this seems like an interesting movie." So I still want to watch the movie because now I feel like I'm wrong for watching the movie. It's kind of
You gotta wait till March. You gotta wait till March. Don't you watch that shit before the 28th. You gotta wait till March. Hey,
Touche.
you're
I will wait tomorrow. I will definitely wait tomorrow.
you're a grown man. You can do whatever you want to do. But as your brother, I'm telling you, you cannot watch that shit until March. That's what I'm saying.
I got a week left. I could do that. I got 2 days left. Well, this is the fifth. Yeah, I got a
Further,
week left. I can watch it tomorrow.
furthermore, that girl that's that got a TV show on TLC that has Tourette's. I don't. I've seen a clip or two here and there.
Yeah.
I've never heard her name come up because she said some racist. I,
True.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's very convenient when there is black people on the stage. That's when that word came out. It's very convenient.
But did you see?
That's all I'm
I,
saying.
I know people
That's
were
all I'm
trying to
saying.
compare it to what was it? There's an HTC lady when she was doing some housework and she said fart in word. They was like, "Hey, cut that out," and they tried to compare it to that. That was not Tourette's. That was just that bitch had said that word before. That
Yeah,
was different.
but like I said, this whole controversy could have been muted if BBC would have
Yeah.
done what they
Yep.
should have done.
Literally,
And
only the people in that room would have heard it.
yes, I mean it's still a visual that came out, but
Yeah.
there would have been no audio. We were like, oh, we guess it happened here. But nonetheless, if BBC would have did what they were supposed to do, because we know, like you said, it was on a delay,
Yeah.
so you had time to do it, and you
Yep.
had time to cut out a speech. But and I want to give out a shout out to the guy. He was a director and writer for the movies called My Father's Shadow.
Okay.
I I cannot pronounce his first name, but that was his speech. Another black gentleman whose speech they
Okay.
cut out. So you cut out his speech,
Mm-hmm.
but you couldn't cut that out. Come
Yeah.
on, man. Come
Yeah.
on.
I know I seen somebody say their theory was this was a publicity stunt to raise awareness for the I Swear movie. Um I don't think, but I wouldn't put it past a studio to try to do that for that to get, because this is unfortunately bad or good publicity is still publicity. It gets you talking, it gets people talking about your stuff, it gets you clicks, and eventually people are gonna pick a side, yes or no, and you're gonna have a gung ho side to support you or a gung ho side to try to tear you down. But your name is gonna be in media and in clicks and shown a lot. So I would like to think this wasn't a marketing gimmick, but I can't put it past people to do some horrendous stuff to try to promote something.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
um,
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
I will
trust
say
people
this though.
anyway. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I definitely don't trust people. I would say this: I am more than happy to learn more about Tourette's and the the goods and the bads and how it the in and outs of it more. So I will watch that movie when it does get here, I think it won't get here until June, so well past Black History Month. But then I'll start
You
looking
can't.
at.
No, you can't do June. No,
Okay, yeah, I can't do June.
June,
So
Juneteenth, Juneteenth.
hey, so we're gonna push it in July. We're gonna go to July 4th. We'll do it on that day.
And then by that time, you got so much Marvel and other stuff to watch. You ain't gonna have time. So
I might not
yeah,
have
yeah, okay, yeah,
time.
yeah.
But yeah, let us know how you guys feel about this story, how you feel about the situation. What do you know about Tourette's? Keep it PG in the comments. Don't get too wild. Remember, people are people. Don't be assholes to each other. Just calm down. But we want to know your thoughts in the comments down below. But with that being said,
Hey,
you got anything to say
damn.
left, Marcus, or you want to hit your
Yeah,
first sports story?
just one thing. Shots fired. I feel like you was talking about me in that last
I'm not
comment.
talking about you.
Damn. Hey, you think you know a guy? Damn. You're supposed to be my brother. Hey, you don't have to throw subs at me. You can just tell me. You ain't know no Drake and Kendrick shit. You can just tell me. Marcus, chill.
Trust me, if I need to know you chill, I will put this on pause. Like, hey, Marcus, we're gonna have to backtrack on that one. We're gonna slow that one down. Trust me, I won't put you out there in the world like that and let you get destroyed. The
Hey,
world is mean.
I appreciate that, bro.
I know
I
you don't care
appreciate
about the world, but I care about you,
that.
and
No,
I
I
ain't
don't
trying to
care
have
about
them go at you like that.
kiss my Asian ass. You understand what I you know what that means. All right.
Oh wow. All right, Marcus. Let's hit the first
All right.
sports story.
All right. Well, we gonna go on something light. Something light.
Okay,
So
yeah.
as you know, the Winter Olympics just ended.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a lot of athletes doing the Olympics, a lot of attractive people, a lot of people in shape. Probably at their peak at shape.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the Olympics only comes around every 4 years. So uh, a lot of Olympians may have some explaining to do when they go back home
Mm.
because the Olympic Village, that's where all the Olympic or athletes stay at, like a majority of them.
Yeah.
The Olympic Village ran out of condoms early in the games. I think like the first week, early in
Oh
the
wow.
games, and we're restocked at the beginning. Oh, so they ran out like the first week, and then at the beginning of next week they was restocked. It
Mm.
says the shortage was attributed to higher than anticipated demand. The IOC, I think that's the short for Olympic Committee,
Yeah.
said that supplies were continuously replenished until the games closed on February 22nd. Initially, 10,000 condoms was distributed to athletes for the 2026 Winter Olympics. The 2024 Paris Summer Olympics provided about 300,000 condoms for participants, far more than the 2026 Games. Uh, Mark Adams, spokesperson for the IOC, linked the increase of usage to Valentine's Day celebration in the
Oh
village.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it is doing Valentine's Day.
So this thing about 10,000 condoms, like within like the first 2 weeks. So there's some days, when ain't nothing around. So what you
Yeah.
gonna do there? What you gonna do there? You're not gonna do it.
True.
So
Like
like I said, there might be some
some
crazy mixed
Olympic
babies.
babies
That's when
coming
it
out.
comes. Some crazy athletes.
Man,
You
I
know,
mean, honestly, that's the perfect time. You guys are both like amazing specimens of human abilities.
yeah.
Let's create a human amazing baby. I don't
Especially
think they was going through condoms like that. I think a lot of people took them as I can't say that word,
souvenirs.
souvenirs,
You
and
don't
just
think so?
I think they did. I think it's a lot of souvenirs. Um,
I think they
I do.
actually
I'm not
did.
saying no. None of them was smashing. I'm not saying none of them was smashing.
Oh,
Some
a
of them was
lot of
getting
them
it
smashed
in.
it.
Some
They
of them was
definitely
getting it
did.
in. But I think it was a lot of souvenirs because this your Olympic Games. Some of them is their first time, so they want something to hold on to, and not everybody's gonna win a gold
But
or a
I
medal.
can't. I kind of though. Like that's what you want to take as a souvenir.
It just
That's what you.
has
Nah,
2026 Olympics on it.
man,
It has the
man.
rating.
I don't know who this guy I'm talking to right now. This is crazy. But ain't nobody taking no comments for a souvenir. Like you competed for a long time. You get there, especially if you already competed in your event.
Yeah, you
And like I
done.
said, these athletes, like, because they're in great shape. So these are great looking men and women at these
True,
events.
true, true.
And they're like, okay, I'm done with my event. I'm over. And I'm like, man, yeah, I need to, because as an athlete, like
All that
going into
adrenaline too. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, going into your event, like they, you know, what I mean, typically they tell you not to have sex, before your event because it lowers your testosterone and yada yada and all that. I'm sure there's other science behind it too. So they're like, oh, she fine. Let me go. Let me holla, holla, holla. I mean, I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah,
I,
I
and,
can.
and you're away. Like, I mean, sure, I probably, if you can afford it, some of them probably took their spouses with them, but I
Yeah.
think a majority of people did not because they're like, my family are all the way
And
on the other
probably a
side
lot
of
of
the
Tucker was
world.
single, so like that's
Right.
being an Olympic athlete is very grueling. Not a lot of
Yeah.
downtime, so not a lot of family
Like
time. So
like I said, there might be so your babies. I hope nobody, not too many people got any STDs or
yeah,
anything, but you know,
that's the
you
thing
get
to
that
look at to
test.
see what the STD rate and the pregnancy rate after Olympics. How is that drastically jump in whatever countries are there and who goes back and see what happens. That'd be a
Yeah,
statistic to find out right there. That'd be
yeah.
interesting.
I think, yeah, yeah. And then, yeah, depending on where you at, because here in America, it's not like you can just go get that taken care of. It's
Exactly. Oh
illegal in
yeah.
state. It's illegal in some
Oh,
states,
that's very true.
and it probably is illegal in other countries and other places too. So I,
Very true. Very
so
true.
good luck to all the athletes that was getting it in without protection.
Shout out to all the gold medal winners from America. I said that weird from USA. Shout out to y'all. Um, let's talk about a company that I can't. That's not a good segue. We're gonna talk about Venom.
I was gonna say, how you
So
gonna stay away from condoms?
I was thinking, I was trying to figure something out. I mean, Venom is stretchy, but
This guy, this guy, this guy.
so Sony is doing two things. So it seems that they're gonna kind of reboot or trying to restart their Spider-Man universe, not Spider-Man itself, but their Spider-Man alternate universe. So with all the Spider-Man villains and anti-heroes that they have, like Venom, Craven, Morbius, and the Madam Web movies. They're trying to reboot those. I don't know if they're doing a full reboot, half reboot, or something like that. They definitely are trying to keep that going because it did make money. The Venom movies did make money. The other ones, not so much. But the Venom was a success. Like that first movie made like $800 million. So that's a definitely big chunk. And everyone after one went down a bit, but they still made 6 to 500 million. So it's still good profits in those, especially if you keep the budget low. But they do want to do stuff with Spider-Man besides just Spider-Man. Yes, they work with Marvel to have Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but all the other Spider-Man things are in its own kind of Sony Spider-Man verse. Um, they're doing that reboot, but they also are going to do a Venom movie, a new Venom movie, but animated. Yes, an animated Venom movie. I think they've been watching how animation has been doing good for other properties and more adult animation, so they're going to dabble in that as well. They already have a solid animation of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and that whole series of that, which, side note, that is supposed to be coming back. I think it said May. No, maybe June. Hold on, let me double check before I get to lying to y'all. And I deleted it. Nope, there it is. Uh June 18th, 2027. That is supposed to be in theaters. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, the third part of that trilogy, is supposed to be coming out then. I will be there 100%. Love the Spider-Man and Spider-Verse series. But they want to do something like that with Venom. Um, and apparently Tom Hardy is supposed to be on board. They haven't specifically said what he's going to be doing, if he's going to be the Venom voice or if he's just going to help with modeling or what, but he is supposed to be involved in the Venom animated movie. And I think this is a good way to go with Venom. Have him have his own animated movie, because you could do so much more with that character in animation, and you really could go balls to the wall with him. And I think that would be an amazing fit for that character. The thing is, can Sony pull this off? Can they pull off kind of rebooting their Spider-Verse or their Spider Universe without said Spider-Man? I think they really should key in on another Spider-Man within that universe and use him for live action. But Spider-Man has so many different, not only villains, but heroes within his portion of the Marvel universe. He has multiple different other superheroes within there that you can use. It's just going to be interesting how they do it. They pull out a lot of anti villains. With Craven, they made him an anti-villain. Venom, they made an anti-villain, a Venom villain. And they did the same thing with Morbius to an extent. You have other characters you could do it with, but it's just about how they do it. They definitely need to not get the writers they did Morbius, Craven, and Madam Web with. Don't let them writers anywhere near it. And honestly, I think they need to go get some DC cartoon animated movie writers, because they do those really well. Get some of those writers and tell them to work on your stuff and just give you a fresh look of things. But I think it can be done. I think it can be rebooted and brought back. It's just about you guys taking time and doing it. It seemed like a lot of the stuff they were doing was kind of rushed, and they were just kind of throwing stuff to the wall, and they really didn't have comic history in it, and they were just doing stuff. But I think they could pull it off. Do I want that? Yes and no. I kind of want Marvel to just have Spider-Man in totality, but Sony ain't letting Spider-Man go. He's a $1 billion franchise. They're not letting him go. He's made them alone just on Spider-Man stuff. They've made $1 billion. Even with these horrible movies, they made $1 billion on this Spider-Man. No, they've made maybe $3 billion actually with this Spider-Man IP. So I understand why they're trying to keep it going and keep it fresh. Makes perfect sense. Just do a better job. Take more care of it. Find people that know Spider-Man, knows his villains, knows his world, and actually going to take care of bringing this to the masses and making it enjoyable and entertaining. That's just the route you need to go with that. But yeah, interesting to see what they do with the Venom animated movie and what they do with this so-called reboot of the Spider Sonyverse, I like to call it. Hopefully they catch on. Start telling people that. Spider Sonyverse. Let's catch it on. But yeah, that's what I think about that. Let us know in the comments. Are you excited for a Venom animated movie? And who do you think should play the voice of Venom in that animated movie? I think it should be. I like Tom Hardy. He's decent as Venom. I think I want a little more scary, darker voice because I want a kind of a darker Venom in this movie. But those are my opinion. You know who Venom is, right? You did you?
Yeah,
Okay, so you know
no,
who Venom
no,
is in his history. You didn't see the movie. I know you didn't see the
no,
movie.
no. Didn't see a
But
movie, but I know who Venom
okay,
is.
yeah.
Yes.
So let us know in the comments down below. What do you guys think?
All right. I'm gonna do this. This happened a little while ago, but
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. So, Paul George, uh, back earlier this month, he received a 25-game suspension without pay for violating the NBA's anti-drug policy.
Oh.
He apologized, citing a mistake in taking improper medication while seeking medical health treatment. Um, let's see, a suspension will cost him 11.7 million of his 51.7 million salary, or about $469,691.72 for the 25 for each of the 25 games he'll miss.
Mm.
The Philadelphia 76ers coach expressed support for Paul George, who has been a viable player for the 76ers, averaging 16 points a game. The team will save over 5 million in luxury tax due to the suspension. Uh, Joel Embiid, the star for the 76ers, arguably one of the stars, because Tyrese Maxey is definitely one.
Hmm.
Joel Embiid stated George contributed what he contributes to the team is irreplaceable. Paul George said, "Over the past few years, I've discussed the importance of mental health, and in the course of recently seeking treatment for an issue of my own, I made the mistake of taking an improper medication. I take
Mm.
full responsibility for my actions and apologize to the 76ers organization, my teammates, and the Philly fans for my poor decision making during the process. I'm I'm focused on using this time to make sure that my mind and body are in the best condition to help the team when I return." Side note, that's a real apology. Just going back to earlier, that's a real apology.
It is a real
Uh,
apology.
Paul George is eligible to return on March 25th at home against the sorry ass Chicago Bulls. The 76ers will have 10 games left in the regular season when he comes back. So right now, Philadelphia is six in the East at 32-26. Uh, when it first came out, I was joking around with some other friends because he had got like suspended on like during the weekend, and then like the
Mm.
Tuesday of that week, he had just had a really good game.
Did he?
I remember they was playing the Bucks, and he ended up with like 32 points in that game. And that second half of that game, Paul George like went crazy. Like he looked like the Paul George of old. Like he
Okay.
was knocking down threes and everything. He was doing everything. Like he went on. I don't know. I don't remember how many points he scored straight, but he was scoring. So I was joking. I was like, "Oh, NBA saw Paul George had a great second half." I'm like, nah, go ahead, test him. Go ahead,
And
send him
then
the
they
test.
tested him.
And then they test. So, what is your feeling? Because he said he was taking medication for his mental health.
It sounded like this dude was smoking weed and got caught. Let's be real. Like, hey, he's like, I'm real stressed. Let me blow one, and they
I
popped him.
wonder.
Uh,
I wonder if it's legal in
or he took a weed
Philadelphia.
brownie or something like that, and just to relax. Because
See,
it
I
unless
don't
he
think
took
athletes.
something that healed his body and that's a substance he's not supposed to use, unless he did something to reduce pain, that's a substance he's not supposed to use. Other than that, it was just I assume he just blew some smoked some just to chill out and was like, dang, I'm still in the season.
He said he did it for his mental health. And for me, even if it is weed, I don't think no athlete should get suspended for smoking weed.
I really
It does
don't
not.
get
It
that.
does not, and it does not make you perform better. Like if anything, it's going to slow you down.
Well, depending on who you are, some people play
Well,
amazing on weed, but
actually, we have a friend that I know who played well. That was part of his ritual. Ritual. He would smoke before we played. I was like, all right, whatever. That's your
I
thing.
don't know
I
how he
tried it.
could do it. I couldn't do
I
that.
tried it. I tried it once. I was like, yeah, nah, I can't. This ain't for me. So, yeah.
No, it's wild. But I get. I wish they would update that policy to make it actual substance that give you an advantage or give you an unfair advantage than substance that just help you relax. I wish
Yeah.
they really would do that. Unless you could show me the benefits of marijuana for basketball in that case where it gives you an advantage. Okay, but until they show me something that actually makes sense, it doesn't seem like a substance that will give you an advantage in that sport in that way. So,
Actually, talking about this right now, it reminded me of something else I saw earlier today, but I didn't do the research on it yet. So
okay.
it was the quote that I saw was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna try to have that topic next week. Yeah.
Okay.
It was about a basketball player and something he said he would do before he would play games in the NBA. It was
Was it
crazy.
take? Is it taking Viagra
Uh
or
like I said,
Cialis?
I did not go. I just saw a clip when I was at work, so
Okay.
I didn't have time to research it, and then I forgot about it, and I just remember it now. Talk about people rituals before games. So
Okay.
I'll tell you what I saw off air. I don't want to
Okay.
say it on air because I did, like I said, I didn't look into it yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah, he should be back. About playoff time, right?
yeah. When he
Should
comes
be
back, there'll
back.
be
Yeah.
10 games. There'll be 10 games left in the season,
Okay.
and he'll be back March 25th, and they'll be playing the Bulls, who it's a terrible team. Oh, what are the Bulls at? They are 24-35, currently 12th in the East. And dang, they probably not gonna fall no lower than that. Because Washington's terrible. Washington, Brooklyn, Indiana are horrible.
Mm.
Ugh. Because let's see, Washington has 16 wins.
So they can't even fight to get the number one pick this season, huh?
No, son of a biscuit.
Mm.
Sacramento only got 13 wins. Shit. Well, I'm j- I just don't want the Bulls to make the. I'm tired of the Bulls making the play in just to get their ass whooped and then get picked number 13 or 14 in the draft.
Yeah.
Because
Like
okay,
you gonna
but anyway,
stuck all the way so we get better players to trade. Either get the number one pick to trade in from some decent pieces or something like that.
well, like I said, they just traded away to everybody. Got a team full of guards now, so they're
Mm.
working on it. They're working on it.
Okay. Well, speaking of guards, Mortal Kombat 2 trailer just came out and they was guarding these punches. So if you didn't know, Mortal Kombat did another reboot. Mortal Kombat has had, I think, two or three reboots now. This is the third reboot. I think it came out right during right in the midst of the pandemic. The first movie came out theater release and on HBO Max at the same time. Apparently, it did really well. Did well enough for them to green light a Mortal Kombat 2. The funny thing is, when they made Mortal Kombat 2, it was supposed to be released last year. It was supposed to be released last year, close to summer of last year, but it either summer or closer to a little before winter. But apparently, it tested so good they decided to hold on to it and play it this summer to be a summer movie kind of blockbuster thing. So we'll see if that it was the right move for it, but apparently it tested in test screens so good they were like, we might have something really good here. Let's hold on to it, put a little more money into it, and put it out at a different time where it should get more eyes on it and make us a nice chunk of change. So one of the first trailers came out today. Um, like I said, it is a continuation of the first Mortal Kombat. Well, not the first, but the last Mortal Kombat that came out. And in the last Mortal Kombat, they added a new character that you kind of went through the Mortal Kombat world as. So he was kind of your POV into this world. They took that guy out. He's not in this next trailer. He's not in this movie at all. They stopped him. The new star of this is Carl Urban, and he's playing Johnny Cage, the big Johnny Cage, the Hollywood actor. So they're making him the focal point of this movie, which he wasn't in the first movie. They try to recruit him for the whole Mortal Kombat fighting part, and they went to talk to a guy that's supposed to be Johnny Cage, and he didn't come, if I remember that movie correctly. It was a long time. But everybody that was in that first movie has come back to the second movie, except for the character they introduced, the new character they introduced. They didn't bring him back. So you got Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, Raiden, and they're doing, dang, not the first guy with the arms as the kind of big bad. They have the guy with the skull. I forgot. It's not Goro. He's not the big bad in this. They got the guy with the skull. I think I want to say Shere Khan, or Shere Khan is supposed to be the bad guy in this. It looks interesting. Like the first one I thought was okay. I thought it was interesting. Not enough fatalities for me. Not enough gore, if that sounds right, because it's Mortal Kombat. It's got to be gore. This one, hopefully they do more gore. They already did the get over here. You gotta have that in any Mortal Kombat movie you do. You gotta have the get over here, and they did the finish him in the trailer. You gotta have that. Carl Urban, I think I'm saying his name right.
Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like him as Johnny Cage. They do have Katana. He was fighting Katana, and she threw something at him, and he was like, "Whoa!" Then he was like, "Hey, I don't want to hit women." She was like, "Don't worry, you're not gonna lay a finger on me." Katana. They have someone playing, I think Jade, who people were kind of upset that she was playing Jade because she, I think they, because they are a black person and they are saying Jade isn't black, so there's a little uproar about that. I believe
we go with this.
I could be wrong about that, but it happened like a year or two ago. So I'm thinking I remember it. Jade. Most of the women in the Mortal Kombat world, eye candy. They're eye candy pretty much. But they can fight. They be throwing hands. So I'm really interested to see if they have what is what they call when they kill somebody?
Is it finisher?
Fatality. I hope they have fatalities in it. I want to see somebody's heart get pulled out. I think I seen Scorpion shoot fire. He didn't rip his face off. He didn't have a skull, but they did something close to that. So I'm kind of excited for it. I'm pretty sure they have one more trailer to kind of let us know what's going on. And it looks like they are pulling people from whatever dimension they are to go to a dimension to do the Mortal Kombat. Technically, in the first movie, they never actually went to the Mortal Kombat fighting thing. They never got to that point. So hopefully in this movie, they actually get to the Mortal Kombat of Mortal Kombat. But yeah, that's coming. What date is it coming? Did you see what day it was coming?
I did. I gotta go back to. I thought I saw May. Like May.
Yeah, May.
May 8th.
May 8th. Okay. So yeah, May 8th. More summer movie. So we'll wait to see what that is. But yeah, let us know if you are a fan of the series, a fan of the video games. Like I played the first Mortal Kombat, loved it, even though I wasn't supposed to be playing it because my mom said I was too young. Went over a friend's house and played it, learned all the moves, and substantively played most of the Mortal Kombat. But then after I stopped playing video, it kind of fell off. So the Mortal Kombat crossovers have been crazy. They've had like Jason, Omni-Man, Joker. They've added all these different characters to Mortal Kombat and had them fight and have their own fatalities, which were crazy. So they're trying to keep the game alive and the IP alive, and they're doing a decent job of it. So I look forward to watching this when it comes out.
Oh, shoot. I don't know. Okay. I kind of want to save those two for next week. I don't know, man. I don't know what I want to talk about. Like, I got options. Let's talk about. This is going to be a kind of two for one topic.
Okay.
So, Floyd Mayweather is coming out of retirement.
Oh, really?
Yes. Actually, he has two fights coming up. First, he's going to fight. Him and Mike Tyson is having an exhibition fight that's supposed to happen
Didn't we talk
and
about that before?
we did. We talked about it like the end of last year.
I thought, didn't
So
they fight?
no, they haven't fought yet. It's supposed to
Okay.
happen April 25th in Congo.
Okay.
So it's an exhibition fight. So yeah, it's for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
So I just want to remind that that's supposed to happen. But Floyd, after that, he's coming. He's unretiring. He's going to have a real fight. He's going to fight Manny Pacquiao again on September 19th. On September
Oh.
19th, at the Spear in Las Vegas,
Oh, wow.
and it will be streamed globally on Netflix. Both fighters is coming out of retirement, with Mayweather previously beating Pacquiao on May 2nd in 2015 by unanimous decision. The upcoming matches, weight class and rounds are unknown right now. And just a side note, the only other event of this kind that's been held at the Spear was a UFC event that happened in 2024.
Okay.
So since the announcement of Floyd's coming out of retirement just happened days after Mayweather announced his intentions, after the Mike Tyson
Yeah.
entertainment match.
Yeah.
Pacquiao came out of came out of retirement himself last July and battled the then WBC welterweight champion Mario Barros to a majority draw. He will also compete in an exhibition when he faces Ruslan. Uh, yeah, facing his other boxers on April 18th at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. So Pacquiao is having an exhibition match as well on April 18th. So
Okay.
back in 2015, Floyd and Pacquiao's boxing match shattered several boxing records that still stand today, including pay-per-view viewership in the United States with 4.6 million pay-per-view buys and over 410 million in revenue. The fight also broke gate records with 72.2 million in ticket sales. Uh, Floyd said, "I already fought and beat Manny once. This time will be the same results." Floyd Mayweather, who turns 49 on February 24th, retired from boxing at the age of 40 after his August 2017 knockout of Conor McGregor. Remember him? MMA,
Yep.
Irish guy,
Yep.
talked last
Yep.
year. Uh, after that fight, Mayweather was 50-0 with 27 wins by stoppage. And then since then, Floyd has had I'm gonna call them gimmick fights with Logan Paul and John Gotti the third. Which I want to say, when he fought Logan Paul, he knocked him out. Mayweather knocked him out, but held him up so the match can last longer.
Mm.
Uh, Manny Pacquiao, 47, has long been after a rematch with Mayweather, suggesting he wasn't 100% when they first fought back in 2015. Pacquiao initially retired from boxing following a 2021 loss, but returned in 2025 for a match against Barros. Pacquiao is 62, 8, and 3 with 39 KOs, knockouts. Uh, Manny said, Floyd and I gave the world what remains the biggest fight in boxing history. The fans have waited long enough. They deserve this rematch. And it will be even bigger now that it will be streamed live globally on Netflix. I want Floyd to live with the one loss of his professional record. Always remember who gave it to him. As always, I dedicate this fight to my fellow Filipinos around the world and to bringing glory to the Philippines.
Okay, talking this
Okay,
stuff. Talking this stuff.
so the fight won't have the opportunity to break the pay-per-view records since it'll be on Netflix.
Yeah.
Uh, but it means that it will be available globally to over 325 million subscribers. Back in 2024, the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson was Netflix's first boxing match, and it had 108 million live global viewers to become the most streamed sporting event in history.
Mm.
So I have mixed feelings about this
Yeah.
because the first time they fought, I watched it. I mean, Floyd is a defensor, boxer.
Yeah.
Like he's going to do defense. He's going to get his jabs in. He's going to win by points. He's not
He
saying that
not
he can't knock.
he
Not saying
not
that he can't
trying
knock
to knock
people out.
somebody out
Yeah,
though.
he's not trying to knock nobody out.
He
But
boxing.
I feel like this boxing match. I feel like it's too late.
I
Uh,
think so too.
this
I
is
don't
just
know if
like
this is a money grab for them.
well, I'd say a little bit because
Yeah.
it's going to do numbers because it's Floyd and Pacquiao and they fought it because it's 2026. They fought in 2015. That's 11 years ago. Like
Yeah.
this match is it's too late. It's like
Yeah.
when somebody makes a sequel to a movie. I mean, I guess some would say this is like when Coming to America 2 came out. Like
Ooh, that's a good
it
analogy.
was it was too much time that was
Yeah.
between the two movies. Like at that point, you should just let it be. And
That was a different Eddie.
I did not mind Coming to America 2. I didn't mind it. I thought it was all right, but compared to one, it was like, dog, I should have just left that alone,
Like
man.
it doesn't hurt one, but it's definitely not needed. Like it is better thought as what if than actually seeing what they came
Right,
up with.
right. And that's how I feel about this fight. It's been like y'all both in your 40s. It's been 11 years. Y'all both retired. Sure,
Yeah.
Pacquiao has had two professional bouts since he retired. Floyd has been fighting in gimmick matches. I, I'm probably still gonna watch it some kind of way.
Yeah.
Um, and that, I mean, even though I just said this was too late, but I still said I'm still gonna watch it, and that's the
Mhm.
point of the match in
That's what they
itself.
want. They got
So,
what they want. I probably
so
didn't check
yeah,
it out because it comes with my Netflix anyway. So
right, and that's why I feel like a lot of people's like I don't have to spend any extra money to watch this. which I think
Exactly.
is smart on their end. Because I feel like
Yeah.
if it was on pay per view, then people probably would not spend the money because it's been so
Mhm.
long, and it's like probably a lot. Unless you're around our age, like these younger people probably don't even know who. Well, they probably don't know who
They
Pacquiao is.
are
They
Mayweather.
they might know who Floyd is, but it's not because of boxing. It's because of
Yeah,
other things.
because of 50 Cent.
That- oh my god! I'm, I'm, I'm not going to start talking about 50 because then that can extend the show because yeah, 50 is
That's a wild man. Whew.
he, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So so we'll see what kind of numbers that this Floyd Pacquiao fight does,
Mm,
and see who wins. See if Floyd can stay perfect. If he can go
yeah.
51-0, can Pacquiao give him that first loss?
Mm, mm. Well, talking about loss, Marvel slash Disney, Marvel Disney anyway, are about to pull something from their streaming service. Um, a lot of people hoping it's a certain show, but they're pulling something Marvel related, and it's Marvel Assemble. So if you don't know what Marvel Assemble is, it is basically a show that goes behind the scenes of their shows as they're filming. It's kind of documentary style of about the shows they're filming at that time. So I think it started with Vision, Wanda and Vision show. I think it started with that symbol. I wasn't 100% sure. I should have. No, it actually started with uh Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange. Oh, it actually been going on for a while. Oh, I didn't know it was going on this long. Oh snap. Okay, so they've been
Mm-mm.
doing this for a long time. They've been doing these Marvel Assemble for a long time. So it's its own thing, really. I didn't know it was this big. So I know at one point they did um I'm trying to see when the first one is. So that's the show 21, 20. Okay, the first one was like in 21 is the making of what if. The making of Vision. So yeah, I guess so. It was the making of Vision. I was kind of right. Oh, they did Black Widow. So I guess that's kind of oddly. So basically, they do the series Assemble when they go do behind the scenes of the show. So Marvel is gonna get rid of that. They're taking it off the streaming service and they're not doing it anymore. A lot of people were hoping that they would remove Ironheart, which I like that show. It's a good show. Yes, I dislike that they made her a criminal and made her do stupid stuff in the show, being so smart, but it's still a good show. Um, they're removing this assembled documentary style of their shows behind the scenes of shows because they say it's not making any money. It's all about profit. It's not making money and it costs money to make it and it's not making any money back. So why would we do it? So that's a reasonable thing. It kind of started during Vision and WandaVision and Loki, and then they started doing it for even their movies because they did it for the Black Widow movie, they did it for Shang-Chi, they did it for the fourth Thor movie, they did it for Guardians of the Galaxy, I believe the third one. They also did it for Black Panther Wakanda, and they did it for Doctor Strange. Um, I think that's the into the that might have been the first. No, that's the Doctor Strange Multi Madness. They did it for that. So they've done this at least fudge. They did it for Deadpool and Wolverine too. They've done at least 20 20 of these. They actually did it for X-Men 97 as well. Oh, I might watch that one before it goes. Wait, they did it for Eternals too. So they've been doing this for quite a while. I didn't know they were doing that long. That lets you know I haven't watched any of these. I haven't watched any of these. I know they had another one kind of like this where it's like called Snapshot or One Shot, where they did not behind the scenes but extra footage for shows for the in between shows to go to another shows or in between movies. They did things, little spotlights on characters. I think they're gonna keep. I know they stopped doing that. Actually, they stopped doing that altogether. I wonder if they did Eyes of Wakanda. Now I'm interested. Dang, this show is about to leave, and I need. They did one for those two shows. Those are terrible shows to do it for. But yeah, so if you like the symbol, you might want to illegally download it somewhere so you could have it because they're apparently not going to have it on their platform anymore, which is one of the issues with streaming. They could take stuff off and you would never have it anymore. That sucks. That sucks so much. I hate that. But I love the access to be able to watch so many different movies and shows. But I hate that they can just take stuff off. Like when Disney Plus first came out, I went immediately and watched Gargoyles because I was worried it wasn't going to stay on there long. So I binge watched the first 2 seasons of Gargoyles and I loved it. Freaking love that
See,
show.
see, this one times where we should have been like our parents and grandparents. I can speak for you, but my mom and my grandma, DVDs galore. Because, like you said,
Very true. Very true.
anything you want, they got it.
So
And
what I started doing was downloading stuff and putting it on external hard drives. So I
that's
have
good.
like a
Don't
couple
leave it in the
different movies
cloud.
on external. Yeah, don't put it on the cloud. That cloud can get hacked and deleted.
Don't.
Have your own physical copy to an extent.
Yeah, that's how I felt with all my old CDs. My
Uh-huh.
girlfriend's like, she's like, "You gonna keeping these CDs?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep." And then I'm like, "Damn, I don't even touch those CDs anymore." I'm like, "Dang, man, everything's on streaming." And I finally caved. And then one day I was like, "Hey, did you get rid of my old CDs?" Because I was looking, but I'm like, then I thought about it, like, yeah, everything's streaming and they can just take stuff away. Because for us back in the day, music CDs had skits, and
Yep.
those skits were funny.
Yep.
Those skits are not. I was listening to T.I.'s King album last weekend, and because that was one of my favorite albums by him, I knew where the skits were and these songs. And I'm like, it's supposed to be a skit right here. It's supposed to be a skit right here with Mike Epps talking about iron and jelly stains and these jeans, and it's not on this streaming version of it. And it was making me mad. It was pissing me off. So
Yeah. They can do that. Yeah. Dang. I got my CD case somewhere and I still have my CDs. So I still got it. It's somewhere here in the basement somewhere. Um yeah, that's the upside and downside of streaming. They can take stuff off and put stuff on, but once they take it off, it's gone forever. Um but yeah, if you like the symbol, that's gone. So that's gonna be a thing of the past. The good news is we got a show coming out next summer. Well, next month, March. We got Daredevil Born Again season 2 is coming. Apparently, this is a solid season with the same showrunner. So halfway through, the showrunner did get fired, and they had to have another showrunner. The whole season is one showrunner, and he has talked about how he is excited for people to see this new season and how it's going to be drastically different than the last season, and they're going to take chances. Will that happen? We will have to see. Because that first season, I was not impressed. I was not impressed. So I'm looking somewhat forward to this second season. Like I said, we will be talking about it. I will be watching it and we'll be doing reviews on it, talking about the episodes here. I know I don't sound excited to because I'm hoping it's not bad. Um, Side note, I have been watching Jujutsu Kaisen on the Colon games, getting ready for that. show's good. Show's good. It's a lot of new backstory, but it's good. They're doing some interesting stuff, and I'm just waiting to see. I know a lot of people, a lot of I don't want to say it like that. A lot of foreign people got upset that that America liked a certain episode because there was so much fighting, and they were like, you guys just wanted flash and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's what we've been accustomed to. But I do like a good story still. So I'm still here for the story. Also, I'm watching My Hero Academia Vigilante season 2. I just got back into that. Loving that. That's really cool. Super good show. Fun. You're starting to see characters before how they were before they came teachers at uh I forget the name of the actual school they teach at, but you see them actually being heroes in the real world and how they were before they became teachers. That's really cool to see. But great show. I love the build up. It feels like they're doing a retread of the first season, but I'm trying to stick for the ride. Let me know any other animes I should check out. I got a couple on my list I need to check out, but I just haven't got to them. But let me know. Hopefully we can start doing some more anime stuff in here. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I be forgetting people's names in anime, so when I talk about it, I'm gonna be describing people because I forget people's names. It's just what it is. I'm horrible with names. But yeah, that is the podcast. Thank y'all for listening. Marcus, go ahead and sign us out.
Yeah, hit the link in the description for all of our socials. We're all over the place. Hit the like and subscribe button. Share with your friends, family, uh, on your social media accounts. Don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail. So go ahead and leave us a voicemail. Something you like, you want us to talk about, just nothing crazy or wild. And you might get played on air. Who knows? But yeah, that's our show for this week. That's Sammy, the nice one. I'm Marcus, the mean one. I am sleepy. I am going back to sleep. I will see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.